What am I doing with my life? This is the question I've asked myself since my teen years. What am I doing with my life? This question has crossed my mind more times than I'm proud to admit. The funny thing about it is, the timing is always predictable. Whenever I'm creating something for the sake of creation, whenever I'm doing something that wouldn't be deemed productive under the capitalistic system that praises hustle culture, whenever I let myself be for the sake of being, this question pops up in my mind, emptying it of all other thoughts. A big question bubble with the words written in bold capital letters. What am I doing with my life? It's a deep question, an existential one, but one that demands an immediate, tangible answer just to leave me alone. So, I remind myself of my to-do list, my list of ambitions and goals, as if I can trick my mind into thinking I've got it all under control. Everything is going according to plan, I whisper to myself, when deep down, I know this is a coping mechanism, a distraction from something that needs a different approach. When I was younger, I thought adulthood meant having all the answers. I watched the grown-ups around me, all so busy, figuring out how to survive, take care of themselves and their families. They must know what they're doing with their lives, right? And now at 27, I see it differently. I understand that they were all winging it, just like me, just like all of us. The more people I talk to, the more I understand that we're all doing our very best, facing challenges as they come, dealing with them one by one. Some of us are too busy to even wonder about such philosophical questions, too occupied trying to stay afloat in a sea of work meetings, emails, bills, and rent. But in the quiet moments, in the queue for our second coffee, in a crowded tube of strangers hurrying to get somewhere, we catch ourselves gravitating to the same question that haunted us since our early 20s. Is this all that I'm doing with my life? Commuting, living from weekend to weekend, desperately trying to balance meeting my friends and my emptying bank account. Trying to find a job that fills me with passion and purpose, instead of dreading work every Monday morning. Scrolling through social media, comparing myself to strangers I see on my feed. That's what it is, right? The quiet, aching feeling that we're not doing enough, that we could be doing more, much more. And the internet proves it's possible. People my age are achieving things I never even dreamed of. Graduating from prestigious universities, starting businesses, writing books, looking completely satisfied and in tune with themselves. Or at least, they look that way. On social media, anyway. This is when I have to pause. Take a deep breath. Feel the tightness in my stomach soften. Let my shoulders drop. Feel the chair beneath me, the floor grounding me, and remind myself I am enough. And don't get me wrong, I have compassion for the part of me that wants to be perfect. The part of me that wants to be ambitious, flawless, and successful. The part of me that wants achievement after achievement, and all of it instantly. I understand her. This mindset helped us survive childhood. It brought us here. I understand her impatience with me now as I learn to slow down and be present. I understand she wants to know what's happening at all times to feel safe. She needs to know we have everything under control, that we have a plan, that we're going to be all right. Her way of doing that is judging me whenever I'm working on something that takes a little more time than she would like. But this judgment doesn't come from cruelty. It comes from fear. She's scared. She's scared we will not be accepted for who we are, for where we are in life. She's scared we will not be accepted by our friends and family, that we will not belong to the society we desperately want to be a part of. She's scared we will be left behind, forgotten, and discarded. Punished for our pace and indecisiveness. Inside me sits a little girl who learned that in order to belong, she had to be fast. She had to be flawless and always in control. And it's okay to honor that. I no longer want to exile her to the far corners of my mind. I simply listen. I give her the space to be, to speak up, to do what she thinks is necessary. And then I take a deep breath. Building a business from scratch takes time. Honing a skill takes patience. Getting a degree takes long nights and years of work. Nothing worthwhile is immediate. Being slow in a fast-paced society is resistance. Taking your time is revolutionary. Rest is rebellion against the systems that want to keep us in survival mode, barely living in the present moment. These systems want to use our bodies and minds to produce, sell, and consume more products, more services, always more, more, more. So, do I have the answer to the question that still circulates in my mind from time to time? What am I doing with my life? No, but I know what I'm doing after dinner today, and maybe that's enough for now.